Hey guys, it's me Noah coming at you with another video. I'm here with the man himself, Zombie Spooky Man Orion. Tell him what you do, Spooky Man.
I made a zombie deck again because
Zombies are stupid.
because the lore went to alright. So like, I obviously when I'm at my house I don't do anything because I have no life, so I just like make decks. And so zombies is always my go-to to tool around with. I have like a couple different ideas spruing for zombie deck, but this is the one I figured out, which is like mainly zombies. Maybe the other videos will come out soon, but this is just kind of the original video we had a couple months ago. This is just expanded from that, or changed from that list, but like it had that list at its core and then it was changed around. So new cards came out, deck got better. Let's start. Obviously, 3 Unizombie. This is a zombie deck. Unizombie, Foolish is your cards, sends cards from your hand to the grave, modulates your levels. Just all around great. He's a tuner. Only zombies can attack that turn, not really that big of a deal if you're going first. And then now the new card from the Dark Illusions. We have now 3 Solitaire. Ooh, this card, if you open it up, is a turn 1 Omega for free. Because, I mean, probably a lot of people know the combo. I won't go over it. But this is turn 1 Omega. It's just really good. It lets you it's a lone fire for zombie decks. It's only once per turn, and when it's banished, it lets you summon your Yugioh from grave. That effect's not really relevant. I gotta only use it for its lone fire effect. There's another deck I have idea that abuses that more, abuses the banishing mechanic more, Yugiohs. But for right now, 3 Solitaire makes Omegas, lets you tutor your zombie tuners from your deck with 0 defense. They have to have 0 defense, and they have to be a tuner, by the way. It's not lone fire for any zombie. And it's once per turn, because they realized that they made another lone fire boss, and this deck would be so broken. Unlimited per turn. Oof. 3 Mizukis. Self-explanatory zombie deck. This card was made before the once per turn clause was invented, so it's abusable, very. 2 Zombie Masters again, really good. Sending it to the graveyard, lets you go for free summons, XC, oh not XC, but you know, summon your level 2, summon your level Unizombie, go for level 4 plays, lets you bring your cards back. It gives you another monster on board, but also brings another monster with it. 2 Plague Spreader, zombie deck, and 1 Spectral Sword. So, my opinion with the 1 Spectral Sword is Plague Spreader is obviously the better tuner because it comes back from the graveyard for free for top decking card summoning it. It has really good interaction with Omega because when it get banished. But Spectral Sword, I'm playing one of it because you can't summon Plague Spreader off Solitaire. And I found that sometimes you don't always just want a Unizombie. You always just don't want to go Solitaire and a Unizombie. Sometimes you want to have a 2 on board so you can you Solitaire summon Spectral Sword, and Spectral Sword comes on board. And also, good play too is, I'll go over that later, but so this card, Solitaire, gets you your Spectral Sword, which gives you level 2, and it also gives you access to your Unizombie. So you have access to both these 2 with Solitaire. So that's why Solitaire is really good. And that's why I'm playing the 1 Spectral Sword, because it comes up sometimes when you need to get it from deck, and other times. And it's also its Spectral Sword's graveyard effect, where you banish zombies from your grave to special summon a zombie from your extra deck is really good too. I'll go over a combo with that maybe later in the video, if I remember. Last couple monsters here, we're playing 3 Malicious. I can't just cut Malicious. Malicious is just, it's too good. It's so good in this deck. So 3 Malicious, you know, for the level 6 monster, go, and it's for the level 8 with Plague Spreader, that good old combo. 1 Summoner Monk, this basically just turns into another Solitaire. I'm playing the Brilliant Engine in the deck, so we got 1 Garnet, 1 Trick Clown. I'm probably going to play this other card. I don't have it right now, and I recently just, I was playing around with it before, but then kind of forgot about it. It was Fairy Tale Snow, which will take this last monster spot up I have. I'll play 1 copy of Fairy Tale Snow, so I don't have only 1 light target to send. In case I draw into either one of these, I don't want Brilliant Fusion to be dead. So, Trick Clown, obviously free monster. Garnet, to send. And the last monster slot is 1 Dark Armor Dragon. You know, I have like a bond with this card. I can't, like, anytime I'm playing a dark deck that's like has zombies, I always just play Dark Armor Dragon. It's kind of like the salute to the Teledad zombie Teledad ages, when I first started playing like Yu-Gi-Oh competitively. So Dark Armor Dragon, really good card. I'll probably have to cut it though, because as good as it is, and the fact that the lure's at 3, it's just, it's not hard to summon. It's just like seeing it makes good plays, but it's not a combo piece. And Zombies now has a really intense combo deck. It was before, but just with the draw power from the 3 allures, like Upstart, I'm pretty sure was at 3 at that. No, Upstart wasn't out yet. So it was 3 allures, the card a safe return to get all the draws to get into this, and this being at 2. If this card came to 2, I'd definitely play it. Any dark deck, I'd play 2 Dark Iron Dragon, because it's just so, it'd be so easy to see with allure at 3 and Upstart and other draw cards. But the fact that it's only at 1, it's just, you don't see it as often as you'd like. And it makes great plays, but you can't synchro with it. And it's just, it clears boards, and it's targeted destruction, so it lets you get rid of back row and stuff, but it's amazing to have, but I'd cut it for a better combo piece. That's my take on Dark Iron Dragon. If it comes to 2, I'd play 2 of it. Brilliant Fusion, because I showed you. So Seraph Knight's really good in the deck, lets you make for 2 Omegas first turn if you open up Solitaire and Brilliant Fusion. I think that's a combo. We could do a combo video maybe for the channel if you guys want. I just got home from school, so 3 allure, deck set lure. This is for the August ban list, obviously. Only thing that really changes is the allure to 3 lets you turbo more, a lot of darks in your deck. The only non-dark you run in your deck is the Trick Clown, the Garnet, and the Mizukis, and the Solitaires, but everything else, every other monster is dark, so allure is almost always live in your hand, and it just lets you advantage, plus a really hard advantage-wise. Then my, hold on. We'll go 2 Instant Fusion first, and 2 Mass Change the second. So Instant Fusion lets you grab your Norden, Mass Change the second lets you go for Master of Darklaw. Darklaw is a floodgate on its own. It's also level 6 to go into level 8 synchros if you're out of plays. It's also, it's a level 6 to go into level 8 if you want. It's also a floodgate by itself, and you run so many darks that are easily summonable. So like, you have your last Mally, you can Mass Change second the last Mally into a Darklaw on your opponent's turn and discard cards that lets you get problem card, like get you to get your combo pieces out of your hand in your graveyard so you can use them. So that's why I really like Mass Change second. And Instant Fusion's obviously for Norden, because Norden's just ridiculous. Then I'm playing my 2 Zombie World, 1 Instant Fusion. 1 Terraforming, because I like playing the Terraforming and discard if I have a Zombie World, so you don't open up 2 Zombie Worlds. And then it's also like playing 3 copies of Zombie World, because Zombie World lets you do insane plays in the deck with Mizuki, with being able to summon Omegas back. Mizuki basically turns into Monster Reborn for any card in your graveyard if you have Zombie World. So like, that's just insane. So if you have like a Crystal Wing in the graveyard, Mizuki banish it, summon Crystal Wing. They got rid of 1 Crystal Wing, now they have to deal with another Crystal Wing. Crystal Wing is just a really hard card to deal with for a lot of decks. Meta decks, non-meta decks, it's just really powerful. And the fact that you can just get it back, they managed to get over your Omegas, bring them back. It's just so strong. And also it turns their graveyards into zombies, which lets you steal cards from their graveyard with Doomkaiser Dragon, which I'll go over more. Soul Charge, best card. Foolish Burial, zombie deck. Bring Life in a Different Dimension. The 1 Upstart for combos. 1 Book of Life for the Monster Reborn if I have Zombie World, but the fact they call the Haunted and stuff around and the graveyard gets banished, you don't want to always use it, you don't want to have 2, but it's just a really good, powerful play you can make turn 2. And lastly, I have 1 Twin Twister to clear back row. Because if the deck does go second, you open up Twin Twister, you want to clear their back row so you can make sure your combos don't get interrupted. That's it for the main deck, no traps. On to the extra deck. First one, we got One Revive King Hadass. Basically makes all your zombies turn into, when they swing over something, its effects negated. So this, plus Zombie World, plus Crystal Wing, means you have a 3k that can swing over almost any creature, almost any monster in the game, and it negates their effects and their destroy it, and it also negates monster effects. It's just, this card's so good. You can summon it off Spectral Sword too if it's in the graveyard. 1 Doomkaiser Dragon. This card's insane, because if you have Zombie World, it lets you reborn any monster from your opponent's graveyard. So you don't always want to go into Doomkaiser Dragon, but when you do bring it out, you can just summon anything from their graveyard that's summonable. It's just, if they have a Norden, you can summon their Norden. If they have, like say a Monarch, you can summon their Monarch out from the graveyard. You can summon any powerful like Fusion, Synchro, anything from their grave if you have Zombie World and Doomkaiser. It's really strong. And there's also a 6, so basically, you summon it, take their monster from the grave, then you synchro with it into another 8. So it's just really strong because you get an 8 synchro out of it, and you get reborn. You can steal your opponent's cards. That's it for the 2 Plague Spreader targets. Stardust Chargeware, Coral Dragon. These 2 let you draw, let you synchro. It's just really good combos. 2 Omegas. I figured I can't really make 3 Omegas turn 1. And, oh, I forgot to mention. Alright, so I am playing. Alright, I'll go over that. But so 2 Omegas. Really good card for zombies. Only playing 2 though because extra deck space. I'm playing Crystal Wing, Stardust Dragon, Scarlight, Red Dragon, Archfiend, Void Ogre, and I'm playing Ultimaya. So Malicious is really good. So that's why I was forgetting why the Coral Dragon wasn't here. I remember now because Coral Dragon is a 6 tuner. You can use it in Malicious, make Ultimaya. You can use the Dark Law to make Ultimaya with this. You can just make Ultimaya really easily. Ultimaya is really strong in the deck because you run so many spells. You can just set them and then summon them. Oh, unlucky. So Ultimaya is really strong in the deck. Lets you go for really powerful plays. Then I'm playing Instant Norden, Instant Fusion, Seraph Knight, Brilliant Fusion, Dark Law, Mass Change second, and then I'm playing 1 Beatrice. Because usually if you have the option to go in the Beatrice, you can also go into Ultimaya. So that's where you make the decision, do you want to stop maybe? Because Ultimaya, you can't really combo, can continue comboing if you have Ultimaya. You usually want to bring out just a big, free, level 8 Synchro Dragon. So do you want to continue comboing with Beatrice, or do you want to make Ultimaya and just like stop? So that's really where the bridge happens. I'm playing the 1 Beatrice, Foolish Your Cards, that one now. I'm not playing the Dante Fusion for it, because if it gets run over, like whatever, it's not that big of a deal. I don't have the space in the extra deck to afford running the Fusion. If I could, I would, but I don't. And Ultimaya just makes Void Ogre for free, Stardust for free, Crystal Wing for free, and you can make Scarlet. Like if you have a real problem, you can make Scarlight for free. But honestly, you usually just bring out Crystal Wing, Stardust, or Void Ogre because those cards are just so powerful. That's it. That's it for my zombie deck. You can tell I spent a lot of time labbing this one to make it as consistent as possible, to make it as powerful as possible.
Someone seems real happy with himself.
Yeah, I really like it. The Lure to 3 really helps.
Lure to 3 is gross.
Or Lure to 3 is nasty. I don't know what Konami's thinking, but I'll play it when it's at 3 because it's ridiculous. And it like adds a lot of speed to zombie decks, adds a lot of power to zombie decks, being able to draw. Any dark deck it just gives a boost to. And the fact that Ultimaya is just so good now. And then the zombies themselves with Zombie World, like, oh, I was gonna do a combo. That's what it was.
Combo gang.
Combo gang. Alright, hold on. Easy combo. Just so people know the Shiranui Solitaire combo if they don't already. So, if you open up this card, it's 1 card Omega. Summon it, effect, distribute it, summon, effect, send Mizuki to grave, banish Mizuki, summon Solitaire, sync, Omega. And that's your 1 card Omega turn 1. If you can't do anything else. That's just like an easy. And so the fact that you have 2 normal summons with Seraph Knight means that you can do that. And so you have another, so you did your 1 normal summon to make 1 Omega for free, and then you still have another normal summon, so you can do other combos, because you still have these 2 in the grave and Mizuki banished. And so like, you can continue comboing that way, because you have Trick Clown now on board too. I'll have the Fairy Tail soon. Fairy Tail is a really strong card. If you don't know what it does, it's an 1850 light, and you can banish 7 cards from your field, hand, graveyard to summon it from the graveyard, and when it's summoned, normal or special summoned, it Book of Moons your opponent's cards. And it's not once per turn. So I was watching a video, YCS Remedy, and the guy like OTK'd the guy twice because he was able to swing over all his creatures. I mean, so swing over all his monsters. I've been playing a lot of Magic recently, so I keep saying creatures instead of monsters. I'm sorry, guys. Yu-Gi-Oh is like really fast, and I love that, but it also gets like too fast sometimes, and so I just take a break and play Magic for a bit. Yeah. Like, I'm still playing Yu-Gi-Oh, as you guys can tell. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh is my main thing, but like Magic's just a nice to take a break. You know, that's a different video. Get out of my face. You don't know me. So, Doom Kaiser though.
Nobody wants to hear about your opinions. You play Magic. Ew.
I have 1 deck for Magic that's like not even in standard rotation. It's just like a deck that I have and I play. Like, get out of my face.
No.
So, Doom Kaiser and Zombie World, insane cards. So, obviously, if you have like, say like this, and it can be anything really. Let's say you have Plague Spreader. You know. Oh, what am I talking about? Okay, this is what I was gonna do. Hold on. Oh, where is it? Where is it?
I don't know.
My cards are all upside down now. This card. Where is it? This card. Alright, these 2. So, if this card's been in the grave for a turn, its effect is it lets you banish it to special summon a zombie type synchro from your grave. It doesn't count as a synchro summon, so that's why you're able to summon your Doom Kaiser Dragon off of it. So if these 2 are in your grave, you banish them, summon your Doom Kaiser. You have Zombie World activated already. So Zombie World's on the board, these are in your grave. Banish it, summon Doomkaiser. Doomkaiser's effect activates. You can target one of their monsters, steal it, and summon it to your side of the field. You can take anything you want. Say you take like a, I don't know, we're going big here. That you take a BLS they have in their graveyard, because whatever. Or you know what? You do whatever. You take a random card from your opponent. You take your opponent's card.
Somebody actually plays.
A Dark Destroyer, alright? Even though it's got hit to 1. You take a Dark Destroyer. Shiranui Solitaire activates. Since it was banished, it targets a Shiranui in your banished zone, puts it back to the field. So Shiranui Solitaire activates, special summons your Spectre Sword back. Then you have a 2 and a 6. You get rid of Doomkaiser, it's not that great by itself. You synchro these two into an 8. You can make your Omega. You can make Crystal Wing, because this is a tuner. I mean, this is a synchro, this is a tuner. Oh boy, Crystal Wing right there. You can make Void Ogre, Stardust Dragon, you can make anything. You can make any real level 8s. So it gives you access to instant level. You get to take one of your opponent's monsters. You get a level 8 synchro of your choice, probably Crystal Wing or Omega. And you really didn't lose that much. All it takes is having the setup of having a zombie world and Solitaire and Spectral Sword in the grave, which isn't that hard. You could do that turn 2 if you wanted. And honestly, yeah, you can do that turn 2 if you wanted. So there's a lot of, that's a good neat interaction right there with the combos. Another thing is, so like Gemini Seraph Knight lets you go into 2 Omegas. So your Brilliant Fusion, you send your Carnet. You send, where is that at? Oh, my cards are, where did that though? Hold on. So, oh, here it is. This. So you open up Brilliant Fusion. What else could you open up? This. And no, you don't open up this. You open up.
You open up nothing because you don't play this deck.
Solitaire and fuck it. Let's say you open up these 2 cards. All right. Play your Brilliant Fusion. All right. Play your Brilliant Fusion. Send these 2. Summon. How much space do I have to work with right now?
A lot, like.
Oh, all right. I got pretty good amount of space. All right.
Yeah.
You send these to the grave. So we'll say next to the Brilliant Fusion is the grave, because whatever. Brilliant Fusion is relevant right now. Send your Trick Clown. Summon Trick Clown. Normal summon zombie. Normal summon Goblin Zombie. Oh, Unizombie. Oh my. Unizombie's effects. Send Mizuki to your graveyard. Sync these 2 into an 8. You can now, honestly, from this point, you can then Mizuki, summon, effects, discard 1 from your hand, Solitaire. We'll say it's Solitaire. You don't even have to do the other normal summon. You just put it because it's a free 5. Sync. That's an 8. So say you open up another Mizuki in hand to discard, or say you open up Malicious to discard. Say you had another Plague Spreader. So what you could do is we have that same board. This is our ending field. We didn't have Solitaire. We had this is unlikely, but you have these 4 cards you're opening. These are these are both 3 ofs. This is a 2 of, and that's a 3 of. So the chance of opening that's pretty high. So
Pretty trash.
No, I didn't ask for your opinion.
Alright, I didn't ask you to breathe. I didn't ask Allure to go to 3. So I'm actually really mad about Allure at 3.
Brilliant Fusion. Send your targets. Summon. Normal Unizombie. Send Mizuki. Sync 8. Omega. Normal summon Plague. Malicious effects, banish, summon Unizombie. Unizombie effects, ditch your Mally from hand. Oh wait, hold on, that would make it a 4. Oh, hold on, I fucked up. Actually, it doesn't.
You have too many cards on your field.
Oh, so instead of opening up a Plague, you could have opened up any other level 4, and then you could have made... This is a lot. Alright, you know what, I fucked up.
So bad in the video here, right?
Well, you could if you did open up the Solitaire, you do that, sync, 8, and then you have 2 8s and Seraph Knight still on board. If this was say another Mizuki, and you had Mizuki in your hand instead of Malicious, you could send the other Mizuki from your hand and summon this, and then make another 8, and you can make Stardust Dragon or Void Ogre.
Or nothing.
So like, there's like as you can tell, like there's a lot of combo decks. Just you just kind of see what you have in your opening hand and see what you can hand and work with. But like that's just like some generic things. So if you open up these two, sorry, not these two, my bad. If you open up Brilliant Fusion and Unizombie, it's 2 Omegas. That's basically the first one I showed you is legit like an actual thing. These are both 3-ofs. You play the Brilliant Fusion, Seraph Knight, blah blah blah, Senmizuki, Summon, Sync, Omega, all that stuff. Alright, you know what? You can just cut the combo part out of the video because I fucked up. You can just do the first one.
Alright.
Alright, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.